My name is Rick Bosetti. I'm 58 years old. I was born in Reading, raised in Anderson, one of 8, Roman Catholic Italian. I authored 2 bills, Measure A, Measure B. Measure A was the pension reform, Measure B was retirement health care reform. The unions went out and spent $185,000 trying to defeat those 2 measures and me. They fully funded 3 candidates. They had a slate of candidates. Fortunately, the people in the city of Reading saw what was going on. Plus, I went. So all total now, with the concessions that we've received so far and the furloughs that we've been doing, the city of Reading's received over $7 million of concessions from our public employees unions, and $27 million has been reduced off of our deferred liability for our 30-year for our retirement health care. If I could find a way to help small business, these are businesses that are 10 employees and under, increase their net gain 30%. What do you think would happen in the economy? And there's that much regulation, quite honestly, out there, I believe anyway, that could be removed that would allow them to do that.
Okay.
I want to make it harder to file a CEQA lawsuit than it is to file a timber harvest plan. You know, right now it's $35. Mail it in, and you've got a lawsuit going against a timber harvest plan. You don't have to prove anything. You can just write a statement down on this thing, mail it in, and you've got a lawsuit, and everything comes to a halt. Sierra Pacific Industry has a lawsuit on every timber harvest that they have. They just figure in the cost.
It's part of their business.
Part of their business plan, right? And the timeline, it drags it out. But see, those things happen to the small people that can't fight that battle. So, okay, you say it's going to hurt the environment. Prove. Bring us some bona fide proof that it will or has. Now, mind you, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, maybe the practices weren't what they were supposed to have been. But we've gone past that, Chris. People are out there. Sierra Pacific Industries has a 100-year plan on their lands. They got 1.7 million acres in the state of California. 700,000 of those acres are in District 1. They got a plan where they're going to cut, how they're going to cut, how much they want to cut. And so as they rotate it around, it's growing back. It's not like it doesn't grow back, you know, and the world isn't going to come to an end if they go out and they take and clean out 4,000 acres someplace.
Okay.
You know, and so that's how I want to try to address it. And the same thing in the mining, even in the hard rock mining. Now, hard rock mining, you know, I don't see how we can hold our education and our prisons hostage like we're doing. You know, because to me, they're diametrically opposite.
That's true.
But for us to be cutting, educating our young people, and keeping the worst of the worst out of the society is abhorrent. And I would work really hard trying to keep those and reinstate, get more money over here for the prisons, because quite honestly, I don't know how it's affecting you guys, but AB 109 is tearing Reading up. My chief of police last night told me, he says, Rick, since it started in October, we've arrested 300 burglars, and not one of them are in jail. Well, for me, I got nothing to say about any of the others, other than they don't have the experience and the breadth of experience and the breadth of support that I have.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, if you take the other Republican candidate, look at his endorsements. It's as narrow as it could possibly be. You look at it real tight, it's Farm Bureau, Farm Bureau, Farm Bureau, Farm Bureau, and supervisors. It's government and Farm Bureau. Look at mine. It's every aspect of the business community within this district. Everyone. Farmers too, ranchers as well. Government officials, all city people. You know, look at my resume, look at the diversity of people who are endorsing me. I'm not narrow focused with one set of people who are endorsing me. I've got people from the service industries, restaurants, hotels, places like that, healthcare industry, California Hospital Association, the Dental Association, the Trucking Association, working class people. And it's because they understand that I can reach across. You know, what the people are doing in essence, Chris, is they're the board members, and they're going to be hiring a CEO. And what are the qualifications that you want in a CEO to run your business? You want someone who is well versed in a wide range of disciplines, who can bring people together, okay, to form a single point and a spear right, to get something accomplished. And if you go and look at my record, that's what I've done everywhere I've been.